All right, and we are back with the Blame Girl podcast with
Mr. Terry Wayne.
and we got Ken Miller in the house. What's up, Ken?
Hi, I'm good. What's up, man? Product placement, drinking chill wine straight from the streets of North
All
Carolina.
right, and we are back
Every
with the Blame Girl podcast with
hit Mr. Terry Wayne.
and
Hit
we got
the mute
stop.
button.
I got it. Don't do that.
Why don't do
Because
that?
if you hit the mute button, we ain't gonna hear a kid. Say something, Ken. Terry's messing with my computer.
Oh,
I'm kidding. I'm good.
There we go.
ay, Dios mío.
Terry always think he know what he's doing, and that's the problem. Ken, how was your week?
It was good. Weekend was good. Had a show up in Kingsland, Georgia. Apparently some dude from Mount Dora decided to take a train that he owned, a real train, and take it to Kingsland, Georgia, and just take people around the city of Kingsland, Georgia to see stuff. So I went up there to do a show. It was supposed to be 180 people. It was 36 people, and I had the time of my life.
Those intimate crowds be the best sometimes.
Man, best some of the and it was the kids in the audience. So usually with kids in the audience, I go real live. You know what I'm saying? I cuss and everything to let them know what life about. You know what I mean? I gotta prepare these. I can cuss.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I gotta prepare these little motherfuckers for life. And if anybody gonna do what Uncle Ken is gonna get you ready for life, little motherfucker. So that's what
Well,
I do.
if they show up to a comedy show, they may hear a motherfucker too. That's all I gotta say. You know?
Yeah,
So you
I'm
there all
listening.
weekend?
Yeah, now it was one night I drove up. It's right outside of Jacksonville. It's called Kingsland, Georgia. Like as soon as you hit the border of Georgia, you know where to Tibby Island. If you driving up 95, it's like Tibby Island, Amelia. Well, if you go up that way, if you go to Tibby Island, if you go left, you go to Tibby Island, which is like a Navy base. If you go right, you're in Kingsland, Georgia.
Okay.
Yeah.
No,
So yeah, I
I'm
went up
from
there.
Texas. I don't know Florida
Oh,
well.
well, you're a Cowboys fan?
No, I don't watch football.
You don't watch any sports?
I watch sports sometimes if it's like a social event, but I like playing sports. But
You from Texas and you don't like none of the Texas teams. You sure you from Texas?
She really likes Bucky's, so there's that.
Okay, then that's cool. I like Bucky's. But still, I've never met anybody
Everybody
from
likes
Texas
Buc-ee's.
that didn't
You know
want
what?
to
I
kill
like-
you for the Cowboys.
I do like the Astros. I worked at the
Okay.
stadium for a while when I was living in Houston, and I like the Rockets.
Okay, there you go. Then cool. Yeah, I like the Astros because they had a black manager, and I was really rooting for them to win.
I
So
didn't
because he's been a manager in baseball since like 1908, since like slavery,
But look,
and
that's
he
the
finally
thing.
won a championship.
I'm definitely not watching a baseball game on TV. They are so long. They are so long.
Yeah.
I haven't watched baseball live on TV since I was a teenage girl looking at David Justice. Y'all remember?
Yeah, David Justice. Yeah,
That was
Atlanta
very-
Braves.
Yes, Atlanta Braves. But
Yeah.
I worked at the stadium and I will go watch a baseball game any day live. They're fun. But anyway, okay, Terry, how was your weekend?
It was better than a baseball game. I'll say that.
Yeah.
I feel like going to a baseball game live is a trick that people play on themselves every time you do it. Because
Why?
Because every time everybody gets excited, oh yeah, we're gonna go to the game, it's gonna be great. Then you get there, it's a hassle to get there. You finally get to your seats, and then you sit there. And I think it's about the third inning
Mhm.
is when you go, yeah, let's wrap this up. You know, it's just
Yeah.
it's,
No, you
at least
gotta
with a
go-
football game, it's constant
You gotta
action,
go
something
later.
going on. You
You
know,
gotta go later for the baseball games. I would be there for the whole shift because I was working and it was just fun.
I'm at the point in my life where I even look, and I love football, but I look at live football games like, why are we still doing this? Like, I got a better picture at home. I can see all the details.
I will never go to another live football game again in my life. I've been
Yeah.
to one.
Why am I
I've been
spending
to one.
$300?
And I almost got murked, bro.
Share.
I almost
Let's
got murked. I almost got murked by this teenage. This thing. So I'm a Carolina Panthers fan. I go to a Bucks game, and I got tickets underneath the pirate ship. Now this is, I think, Cam Newton's rookie year. So I got my Cam Newton shirt on. I'm happy. My first ever football game. When I tell you these people were cussing at me like I owed them something, and somebody was like, "Yo, fuck you, fuck Cam Newton," and I turned around. It's a kid. It's like a 14-year-old.
Okay.
I'm like, yeah, I would rather be home safe. Like people in San Francisco and Raiders fans in Vegas, they kill people at games. Like
Yeah.
they literally beat people up at games, bruh.
That's what I said, kid. This is exactly what I said. I worked because I worked at Minute Maid, but we also got the option to work for the Texans. And I worked for the Texans like twice. And on the second time I worked there, a grandma and a grown man almost got into it. And I was just done. I was like, this is too violent.
Yeah, they go wild at these
I-
sporting events. I love my teams, but I don't love my teams enough for manslaughter.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I don't love my team enough to do life in prison because I'm in prison for life and the 49ers still going on. They still living their life. Nah, not me, brother.
So Terry, what did you do this weekend? Or should I,
You know what I did?
or should I say what did we do this
We
weekend?
went down to Miami for a pub crawl for your birthday. Your 33rd birthday, is that right?
Bruh,
Yeah.
bruh,
Uh,
you ain't supposed to put her numbers out like that.
You didn't.
uh,
You didn't. I'll put I'm
I-
43.
I
I'll be
sh-
43 tomorrow.
I shaved a few off.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Terry.
you're welcome. But no, it was a fun night. We took the Bright Line down.
Yeah. was fun.
Thanks. Yeah,
I had never ridden the Bright Line.
thanks to Kevin.
Yeah, Kevin Drummond with the Blue Line Law Firm. He's been on our podcast before.
Yeah.
He's an attorney that I work with. He treated us for my birthday. He got us premium
Tickets. That's like first class.
If you go,
Bro, how many jobs you done had?
what you mean jobs?
She only has
You work for the lawyer. You used to work at the stadium. You work for Minute Maid. How many
Oh.
jobs? I done had 3 jobs in my 45 years on this earth. Now 4 as comedy.
If
I-
I go
you-
through all my jobs, it'll fill up the podcast, I think.
Yeah, me too. I've done just about everything you can imagine.
I was a referee first. That was my first job. I was a
Referee for what?
Little dribblers.
Oh, for real?
That's not. Come on. That's
I got
That's a-
paid. That was my first job.
okay, but that's like a
I
pastime.
worked at the mall.
Yeah, it's a pastime.
I've been a dog wash girl. Like I've done all kinds
I
of
don't believe that because David said your dog stink.
I'm sorry.
So I
Who's?
don't- Yeah, you said your dog stink, right?
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
That's just
Right?
like.
They what you said the dog stinking?
Oh yeah, he needs a bath. That's for sure.
But you worked at a dog washing place. Is your dog stinking?
Mm.
Let's move on.
Man, I'm gonna need you to get your life together, man.
Well, that's like a chef who always never cooks at home. You know, once you do it professionally, you don't want to do it at home. That's what
Okay.
it must be that. Mm.
No,
Anywho,
I just need to bathe my dog. Maybe he stinks. That's
Yeah.
what somebody else said. Anyway.
he smells like a wet white person right now.
And you the expert on that, white dude.
I mean, no, but that's what I hear. That's what I hear. I hear to non-white people, when we're wet, we smell like dog. That's what I hear. I personally don't.
Oreo, don't listen to them.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm nose.
And when
blind.
black people are wet, they say we smell like Hennessy. So I get it.
Mm.
All right. So weekend, it's fun. Bar crawl, drank too much, hungover Sunday.
Oh, not me. I was fine.
I was so hungover.
Yeah,
I was
It's your birthday. You're supposed to be hungover.
Yeah, I was really
not the worst one of the night, but
no,
yeah.
I wasn't, but it was a fun night.
It was actually, I do have one story from it because we got back. She had a designated driver, Minda Mo. Thank you very much
Thank you. Yeah.
for coming out and picking her up, get her home safe. But she brought down the car from the garage and then said, all right, I'm going, and tried to get a ride from somebody else with her car parked in the exit. And Minda's yelling at her like, no, I'm driving you home.
They told me something else.
She was
I
gonna
don't
leave
know.
her car.
I don't know what I was.
Yeah.
That's why it's good someone was
This
there.
was amazing. It was amazing.
Because you would, good for you. Good somebody took you home.
Hate
It
it.
wasn't making great choice. I was ready to go to bed.
Yeah.
Yes, I was very, very drunk apparently. Because anyway, so it's time to do some blaming. Are y'all ready?
Oh yeah, I'd be
Ready.
All right. Up first, we got this story that actually Terry Wayne sent to me
Mhm.
about Walmart and how they are now experiencing a rise in thefts
Mhm.
and it's causing them to rise prices.
Mhm.
Who's to blame, guys?
Walmart, because this is bullshit. This is a scare tactic. It means nothing to them. Walmart made somewhere like $160 billion last year.
Mhm.
All of the loss prevention from all of their stores, which is theft,
Mhm.
shortage, didn't even come to 1 billion. So you think they're just going to start pulling up stakes everywhere? Because, oh, well, we only made 159 billion. We should have made 106. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, okay.
No, it's crazy. It's just
Because I thought, okay, it's natural, like maybe, but at the same time, how much money is Walmart putting into
loss prevention. Not much.
It's too easy to steal at Walmart.
Yeah.
What do you think, Ken?
Oh, I 100% blame the self-checkout because
I steal every time.
Hey,
every
dude,
time I steal.
Bro, I'm telling you, it's so easy to steal. This is the thing with the self-checkout. Whatever in, they don't check the bag. They don't check the bag. If you have something that's not in a bag, they got the old lady. First of all, why is it always an old person at the door? What this bitch gonna do? What's she gonna do? I'm beating somebody grandma up, for this bottled water.
They are good at telling on you.
Bro, I'm like, the self-checkout. That's 100% blame. You want me to do my own checking out? Yeah.
I'm gonna go one step further because I used to, well, I had a joke in that I was doing for a while, said if I go through the self-checkout, I'm going to steal one thing, right? And it's not because I like stealing, it's not because I'm saying you put me to work and I don't work for free, right? Now you took some cashier, fired her, brought in the robot and said, well, you run the robot. And you just do it yourself. I'm like, all right, well, my time has value and my work has value. So if you're going to make me ring up all my stuff, I'm stealing one thing. And I never go big with it. It's never anything, it's something small, chapstick, box of salt, whatever. Doesn't matter. If you make me check out my own stuff, I'm taking one thing between $2 and $4. Now that's mine.
This is why
I'm stealing big stuff.
No, I don't steal it because then I feel like I'm stealing.
I'm stealing big stuff for real. I'm stealing big stuff. Microwave, TV, a 4-year-old. I'm taking big stuff from Walmart, bro.
It's hard to get away with the big stuff, but no, to me it's a point.
No, you got to raise hell. Oh, you want to check why? Because I'm black. You got to check my receipt. No, son. Now go get your manager. And then as you still making noise, you just walking out with the TV. Yeah, because I'm black. And then you look at every black person walking in. This place racist, bro. Racist gonna think I stole this TV because the receipt said $2.11. Come on.
Can you go back?
Ken, I'm trying to figure out whether that plan would work, wouldn't work for me or would work way better. Like if I started causing it's because I'm black. Like, like that kind of thing.
It'll actually work.
Like, I think it might work better.
Do crazy.
Like nobody wants to mess with the white guy.
Let him have the TV.
This dude is a weirdo, bro. Let him have it. Yeah, he need this TV bad. He need to be in the house.
I can back it up too. I'm from Memphis. I'm blacker than both of y'all, to be honest.
Now I don't know about that, bro.
3-6, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just up there in Memphis, bro. I was just up there doing the show up near Memphis, bro. Y'all ain't that thug.
What?
Y'all ain't that thug. Yeah, y'all ain't that thug.
Oh, you crazy.
Y'all don't even put barbecue sauce in y'all ribs. Y'all soft.
Dry rub
eating ass.
We have wet or dry. You can pick.
Nah, Memphis ain't gangster, bro.
She said.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's what she might have said if we're talking about Jeffrey Epstein.
That's your transition.
That was your segue.
That's transition. All right, guys. And
so what she might have said if she could have got off the island,
Saying okay. An Epstein victim is making claims that she has multiple places ready to release of powerful people having sex with minors. Who's to blame?
The cameras that aren't going to work in her jail cell when she dies. That's who's to blame.
Oh yeah.
I think that ain't ever coming to light.
She dead. Oh my God, she's so dead. It's crazy.
She says the footage will haunt me for the rest of my life. She claims that she watched the tapes the pedophile made of his wealthy friends having sex with a female victim.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Hope you got some Kevlar.
Oh yeah, she definitely
in a deposition. She said this in a deposition, and she said it shows two wealthy socialites two of his wealthy associates, having sex with the female victim. And of course, Epstein doesn't appear in the video. But how did she get a hold of it? You know, like, who's the
The
blame?
same way, the same way
Is it-
people
is
get
it
a hold of,
Epstein? Is it-
anything. Somebody done slipped it to her. Somebody was like, "Hey man, I got something you got to see."
Yeah, we can't let
And
this
then when she
Like
saw it,
somebody slipped it to her and said, "Look, if I turn up missing or dead, like release this."
or
I'll make
somebody
sure
slipped it to
back up.
her and it was like, "You can do this because I ain't turning it in because I don't want to get killed."
Yeah, Ghislaine Maxwell, the one that's in prison now, you know, like Epstein's right-hand woman.
So if y'all had the tape, you releasing it?
No,
No, no.
I'm ransoming that thing for like $5-10 million.
I'm not letting anybody know I got it because people die from stuff. I watched too much Unsolved Missing Forensic Files. I know how this works. You ain't about to kill me.
We
Nah.
ain't profiting, huh?
No,
Nah,
I'm not profiting. Nah.
you get a
no.
simple-
You don't even turn them into the police.
No, man, because then I don't trust the police either.
Well, what you do is you get a simple software program that will automatically release it. You send them the link and you say, all right, you got 48 hours to give me my money. And then once you get your money, you just release it anyway.
Now, but hold up. Is that illegal for you to send that tape because it's a minor? You just sent child pornography over the internet.
Send it to
You better be
news
out of
outlets.
the country, or you know what I mean?
Well, send it to news outlets, but yeah, you can get out of the country in 10 million.
News outlets, FBI. I don't know. I don't know what I would do in that situation.
I have nothing to do with it.
Release that information in a deposition. Will the authorities get their hands on this video? I wonder. Like,
Even if they did, what are they going to do? Really, honestly, there's so many super powerful people that were wrapped up in that thing.
I feel like it's Alan Dershowitz. I don't know about y'all, but
everything from Donald Trump to Bill Clinton to everybody.
Donald Trump, Bill Clinton, a royal, what's his face, and Prince Andrew.
Yeah, like forget it. You're messing with the Illuminati. Like forget it.
It's literally the Illuminati.
Yeah.
Y'all believe in the Illuminati?
Huh?
You believe in the Illuminati?
No, but what I'm saying is you're on that level.
If there were an Illuminati, that's it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what we believe. That's what I believe. If there were an Illuminati, Alan Dershowitz.
So the person who got the tape, you said it's been giving them nightmares.
Yeah, it's
how many times they don't watch this tape? That's now they are.
All right, that's a little exaggerated. Oh, it gave me nightmares. How many people watch the R. Kelly tape? They don't have nightmares. Like it's just, oh, that's too bad. I'm sorry that
me for the rest.
Sorry that team got.
Yes, that person that watched that tape a few times, so they pedoed in. If you think about it, they kind of pedo. They don't watch this tape now. They got nightmares. They might be a little pedo too.
The whole problem with most of this is like we don't know how to deal. Like it hasn't kept, just like you said. Here it is. I'm trying to expose people, and they're going to try and get me on distributing child porn. You know,
yeah, that's how it go, man. You can't, you can't send it out.
But we don't know how to deal with that. That's why you get like some 16-year-old boy sends a dick pic to his 15-year-old crush, and now he's in jail for distributing child porn. You know. Which is real cases that have happened. It's bananas.
So she said
that's why I keep telling my son, don't send that ding ding pic to nobody.
Her friends.
How do you get put in jail for sending a picture of your own body? It's crazy.
She said that when her friend had sex with blank and blank, sex tapes were in fact filmed on each occasion. Thank God she managed to get a hold of some of the footage of the filmed sex tapes, which clearly identify the faces of blank and blank having sexual intercourse with her. So it seems like one of her friends got this, and she has now said under oath that she has access to these. How much longer?
Well, this is only
she gonna be around.
This is 2 tapes, right? I think she's gonna be all right because this is 2 tapes, so maximum 2 powerful people. Right? You can take down one person. You can take out 1 or 2.
And the people want one at least. Epstein dead. We got Ghislaine, but we need.
It's a simple
who was actually doing the fucking.
It's a simple calculation. Either we kill this woman and put a lot more gas on the fire, of attention, or, sorry, Kevin Spacey, you're out. Yeah.
Yeah,
You just cut
motherfuckers out.
straight.
Motherfuckers stay recording shit. Like you doing something illegal, but put your goddamn phone away. People say,
No,
people
that
stay
was
recording shit.
that was intentionally recorded so that Jeffrey Epstein could extort people, but it didn't work out, did it? So,
Yeah, well, I got plenty of recordings, but
like, just
they're
give
not
me,
illegal.
I'll extort you, but just give me like 200 grand and pay off my student loans, and something.
No, sis, you got to go all in. You extort. You were
nah.
trying to get money from
Hey, that's
somebody.
when
You
they
got.
come
You can't
for
just.
That's when they
You got to
come.
get more than that.
Just
Yeah,
me.
but if it's
What I
gonna be
mean,
your life on the line, you're gonna be like, look, I need at least some couple mil, not
Yeah,
200,000.
Your
not
life.
200 grand.
You 200,000. What you get in a car crash from Morgan and Morgan? That's
right.
that's car
If
crash
you're-
money.
Yeah, if you're going after a prince, you're talking about Prince Andrew. Going after Prince
Yeah.
Andrew,
Yeah,
yeah.
fair enough.
It's
fair
5
enough.
million.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
trying to get she trying
Like,
to get Dan
yeah.
Newland money, girl. You need to we trying to get big money. We ain't trying to get personal injury money.
Yeah.
You
Speaking
need
of
big
Prince Andrew,
money.
they ain't got no
I
money.
need 10 million in Bitcoin. That's what I need.
Nah, you don't want that. That
But-
Bitcoin ain't worth shit.
Speaking of royalty,
Something untraceable.
okay, can I transition?
Yeah, speaking of royalty.
Thank you. Speaking of royalty, after their tell-all Netflix documentary, Harry and Meghan, they actually got invited to King Charles's coronation. Who's to blame? Now, I don't know if y'all have seen this documentary.
I have.
Ken?
Nah, I ain't seen that. It ain't gangster enough for me.
No, you're the smart
It
one.
ain't- Yeah, it ain't Memphis enough for me.
Yeah, it's
Mm.
not very Memphis.
Yeah.
It's very
Well, let me tell you something.
it's very Compton. No, I'm just kidding.
Just
If
like
you're gonna sit
Compton.
there, if you're gonna tell me that
Yeah.
the Queen of England, you're talking about a monarchy that goes back hundreds of years. These people used to rule the world, and not only that, but they believe in bloodline so much that they inbreed. And you're gonna tell me that Meghan Markle comes in the family and she doesn't expect somebody gonna raise an eyebrow? Get up,
Yeah.
it's crazy. Like, what'd you expect?
I don't think it was necessarily that. I think it was just what baffled me about everything was that the royal family is controlled by the media. That's who really runs them, right? It's the Guardian, it's the Daily Mail, it's all
What?
these. Yeah, you didn't watch the whole thing then.
I mean, I did, but
That's like their handlers, and they have to make these public like they're born under contract to these newspapers as a baby. Like Harry's been under contract with them since he was born. And so when you marry someone, they're fucking doing that, and then all your kids are born under the same contract. So they just got tired of that shit. They tried to work with them, but
again, that feels exaggerated because again, the royal family of England is the wealthiest landowners
yeah, but
in the
they
world.
don't get paid by the taxpayers anymore. It's by the media.
It doesn't matter if they get paid
That
by
started
the
it.
taxpayers.
It does.
No,
They wouldn't have any money. I mean, I guess they could sell all their real estate. and stuff.
the land they own is worth billions.
Well, they'd have to sell it to have the money.
Yeah,
Like
it's-
they can't eat off of land that's not
Trust
liquid,
me.
Yeah,
because the royal family's got one revenue stream or two revenues. They got hundreds. Hundreds.
That's the point. That's why Harry and Meghan were able to do. They're gonna be fine. You ain't gotta be tied.
Yeah, they good. They be all right. But you ask me who to blame, I blame the Queen.
Yeah,
Because
ain't even here no more.
I know that's why she dead. And everybody like, y'all, everybody can come now. This bitch ain't here no more causing trouble. Everybody come to the coronation.
You
Well,
might
what
have a
is
point because the Queen did get a little. I think the Queen always gets jealous when a new lady comes in and gets all this attention.
Yeah, she
She
like,
did it with
man.
Diana, and she did it with Meghan.
And she killed Diana too.
Mm.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
Diana
believe that
was-
conspiracy.
She was out.
Maybe, but you don't believe in the Illuminati, so
Nah, I don't believe in Illuminati.
Oh.
Only because I could be a member.
I don't
could be
believe in
throwing
the
y'all off the
Illuminati.
scent.
But I don't believe there's a real structure to it, right? Like an organization. But Google Bohemia Grove and read into that.
If it ain't on headline news, I don't believe it.
I don't know what that is, but I know.
Bohemia Grove is where every year there's an annual meeting there, and some of the most richest, most powerful people go to this.
So if it's not called the Illuminati, it's
It's
some guy
very,
down
Yeah.
there.
it's very
Some guy down there.
exclusive.
Is
Talking about
Epstein? Is
presidents?
Epstein people there recording?
Epstein was there actually. Epstein has
He
been there
said,
before.
"Record it,
I don't know if they were recording, but
he brought the girls. What are
He
you
brought
talking
the
about?
Epstein brought the girls, man. I got the
Well, like, all
girls.
five presidents, like,
All
it's
right,
crazy.
so back to the topic.
Oh
Anthony.
yeah, sorry.
So why do you think he invited them to the coronation?
Because
Is it polite? Is it because it's Harry's dad?
no,
or-
it's because not inviting them would have made more of a deal than inviting them. Do you see
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
no.
It's a worse look.
Yeah, and I think inviting them, like maybe they think they probably won't accept or something like that.
Not to mention that's his son. It still does. I mean,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
They
It's still
gotta
his
go. I feel like they
son.
got- What do you think, Ken?
Oh, I'm going. I still blame the queen because
He's like,
she
"I
dead.
hope."
She dead, and now they like, all right, the queen gone. Everybody invited.
Oh.
Everybody invited, bro. We all there. Jay
No.
gonna be there. Beyonce gonna be there. Rihanna, Kanye. The girl.
I don't
Fire.
think Kanye's gonna be there.
The-
I don't think
the
Kanye's
girl-
invited.
The girl with the Epstein sex tape, she gonna be there. The old lady that work at Walmart that I stole the TV from gonna be there. Everybody there, son. Matter of fact, oh, hold on, I just got a text. Ken, you've been invited to the coronation of King Charles.
Yeah.
Even I'm gonna be there. It's on my
Shut
text.
up.
No, that's gonna be the most exclusive ticket in the world.
Okay.
Why you hating, bro? Because I'm going and you not.
I'm
You're a hater,
glad
bro.
that you are. I'm
You're a
glad.
hater.
I would suggest selling it for a few $1 million because you probably get that.
I'm selling for 200,000.
200,000. Yeah, okay.
So I can pay my student loans.
Yeah, you Kmart brand
You
over
can go to
here.
that coronation,
Yeah.
but you ain't going to Bohemian Grove.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Bohemian Grove.
Mhm.
Bohemian
That's one of the
Rhapsody.
few conspiracy theories I do actually get into because
All right.
that shit's documented.
I wish this was a conspiracy.
Oh God,
Um,
this again.
Donald Trump, his NFTs sold out in less than a day. He made millions. Who's to blame? What, like
His
I
fans,
hate this.
his dumbass fans. I don't care that he makes the money. I would too. If I had a fleet of dumbass rednecks that were following me saying, yeah,
Capitalize, capitalize.
It's all the crap
Yeah.
in the world. You know? Yeah, I just love the fact that he started with NFTs like literally like a month after the whole market crashed. He's like,
Yeah, he did. You're right about that. That's
but we
weird.
had NFTs in the 90s too and the 80s. You know what it was? It was those decorative plates that you hang on the wall. Totally fucking worthless.
Yeah, no,
And
yeah.
old people would still buy them with like Reagan's picture on
Yeah,
it or whatever.
They
Yeah.
were so stupid.
It's such garbage. But this is at least this is digital garbage and it wasn't made by some small Chinese hands. You know?
It's like pictures of him like a superhero, or they just love sucking this guy's dick. I just don't get it.
You don't have to. This is one thing I could say that I honestly that he has done that I really don't give a fuck about. If a greedy con man wants to sell digital pictures to ignorant, followers, go for it. If you don't take their money, somebody else is gonna,
All right. I blame white people.
Well, yeah, he doesn't have any black
I
followers.
blame white people. But I just clicked on it and looked at it. They look like them AI pictures that's been all over Facebook.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, they're
all it
garbage.
is. He
It's not
downloaded
even
the
good.
little AI thing. He downloaded the AI thing, uploaded some pictures for $3.99. Now he done made millions. Off of the AI
$99
art.
$99 a piece, and you don't even get to pick the one you want.
You get whatever it
It's
could be.
randomly generated. Yeah,
It could be
like a
Trump in a
Pokemon.
Dallas Cowboys jersey. Never played football in his life. Trump on stage at open mic. Never
Yeah.
did comedy. Just Trump whatever. Trump doing whatever. Trump stealing from Walmart. It could be Trump in the Epstein
Hey.
video.
Look, he is a national treasure to those motherfuckers. That's all I gotta say.
Hey, if you want to waste,
I hate him so much.
you
but
want to
he is a
waste your
national
money on that
treasure.
dude, go right ahead.
They love him. They love him so much. They believed in him as president, and they will eat up all his lies and let him steal national documents and not be held accountable.
And the funny thing is, most of his he hates.
keep giving him money.
He would hate most of his supporters.
Oh,
Can you
hell yeah.
imagine? Can you imagine some guy pulling up in his pickup to like Mar-a-Lago in his Bucky's trucker hat?
No.
No, he's not even getting through the gate. Forget
Nah,
about
he
it.
ain't getting through the day. Yeah, not at all.
No.
At all.
But you got to give it to the guy, man. On this, he hyped people up to the point where They're just like, just take all of our money, King, and that's it. And they just keep giving it
Well,
to
they
you.
I'm
did-
with you. I would have monopolized too. I can't even be mad at them. If I had a flock of people that was drinking the Kool-Aid, I'd be making Kool-Aid every week for them.
Sure.
I ain't even mad. I think what did it say? He made $4.5 million.
in
I think-
less than a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't even be mad at him.
Well, which ain't much. I mean, to be honest, because you're talking about a guy deals in billions, right? So 4.5 million is, it's nothing. It wouldn't pay his tax bill if he actually paid taxes. But, I don't care. Let him, give him your money.
Let him sell his AI art from Facebook. I'm with
And you said, well, they elected him president. Hey, it's a lot easier to talk somebody into voting for you than it is to talk somebody into giving you $100 for no reason.
True. I just ran
You know,
for my
the funny
HOA
thing is,
president and
It's
won.
the
So
thing
yeah.
I would
not mutually
I'll-
exclusive.
I'll
Actually,
bet my
Like,
next-
he made money off of that.
I will bet my next paycheck on the fact that at minimum 60% of the people who bought these don't even know what an NFT is. Has no idea. Has no
Man, they're
idea.
good kick.
They were just like,
Yeah,
Trump says to buy it, so I'm buying it.
I
And
want
that's
to
it.
know if Jason Pellish got one.
Oh my God, I hope so.
We got Jason Pellish in the chat. He's saying that he can explain the whole Bohemian Grove and establishment bootlicking, blameless person terms. I can't
Yeah.
wait for that. And he says this guest is a real comedian with actual jokes. Good job, Ken.
Thank you. I've been trying. Y'all motherfuckers ain't laughing at nothing. I'm like, yo, I'm throwing out some A shit.
We are
Hey,
laughing over here.
What?
About?
I'm like, these motherfuckers ain't laughing at nothing, bro. I'm over here feelings hurt. I said, maybe I said something wrong.
No,
Thank you,
You're
person in the
doing
chat
that.
that's laughing. That I don't even see the chat. I'm at the chat. Where they chat at?
It's on the YouTube. You're doing fabulous. Okay, you're doing.
Alright. 'Cause my
Um,
feelings was hurt.
Pellish wanted to do some blaming. He has been invited to be on this podcast before,
even though he's not a comedian,
and did not show
Just
up.
remember
So,
that.
Who is it? Who?
he's a fan.
he's a fan of the
He's-
Blame Girl podcast.
He's a conservative fan. So
But that's cool because that's my thing. I feel like you should be able to have those conversations. Okay, I'm liberal, you're conservative. We should be able to sit down and have a good conversation about what we feel about shit. I don't
We
see
do.
why
We
people
always
can't
have
do that.
conservative people on the podcast, and
Yeah.
Terry's a conservative. So
no, I am fucking not.
Yeah, I knew it.
I've
I
never
knew it all
been-
along. You
Ever.
just like you trying to. Hey, check his bank
No,
statement. I bet
oh.
you spent $99 on an NFT.
You know what's funny
check his
is,
bank. Check his bank, sis.
you know what's funny is, I wish I
just
was.
one wrong decision away from
I-
that being Terry.
I
you know?
honestly wish I was that dumb, because they say that ignorance is bliss,
right.
and to just blindly follow somebody and drink that Kool-Aid, those people have just got to be so contented, just be like, well, he knows what to do and I'm in all the way. So
Yeah.
like, that's got to be so peaceful to not
Yeah.
have to worry about shit.
Those
like
are
that.
Christians. They do that. All right, Jason, since you said that we have a real comedian on the show, finally,
Mhm.
I want to welcome our guest. He has been on Steve. Did you say when? Steve?
I won Steve Harvey stand-up spotlight. I beat out 2,000 comedians worldwide.
Wow. He won Steve Harvey spotlight. He has won Florida's Funniest, and he is Orlando comedian Ken Miller. Thank you for joining us.
Man, thank y'all for having me, man. And hey, Terry, whenever you're ready, we're going to Walmart to steal.
Okay, I'm down for that. I will steal from the Walton family today.
Hey, sis, and you getaway driver.
Mhm.
Okay, y'all get me something.
Mhm.
Well, I'm leaving if the cops show up. So.
You know
that's
what
cool.
my
That's what you're
favorite
supposed
part
to do.
about that whole stealing thing is? You can always tell
Mhm.
who the conservatives are, because they'll be like, that's wrong. You shouldn't be stealing from the Walton family. It's like they steal from everybody. What are you talking about?
The only thing I've ever stole
Steal your
from,
401k. They'll steal your health care.
stores
Like-
is like pictures. You know how you get your pictures and then you're supposed to pay at the register, or just
I don't know
not
what the
pay
hell
for
you're
it.
talking about.
You mean like
Back in the like
the-
90s. but-
Okay.
You talking
well,
about the what they call the picture you take and then you look at like, I don't know if I want it or not. Sometimes they'll put words on it so you won't steal it.
Yeah.
oh, like a watermark. Yeah.
Yeah. You talking about pictures like that?
No,
No,
Oh,
she's
you
talking
got the
about the
pictures.
old.
Oh, you
Turn
got the
in your
pictures
roll of
developed.
film and get it developed.
Oh, yeah.
She went
Yeah,
back.
good for you. Yeah, yeah. I would have
that's when
stole
I
that too.
stole, like in high
Free
school.
digital
Yeah, it was
photos.
school, so I just told y'all. I was
You
school.
know what I used to steal when me and my homies would go out to eat? I would steal people tips off the table.
Oh, that hurt my heart.
I would
That,
steal people
because
tips.
now
Hey,
Yeah,
hey, I was 17. I was 17. I know better now, but at
disgusting
17.
age, I agree. I
Yeah,
Yeah,
agree.
because you know when I paid by paying with debit cards, then it was straight cash, homie. Back in 1994, you know I'm that old. So
so you've
94,
been
I'm
playing jokes for a very long time. How long have you been doing comedy, Ken?
16 years.
16 years.
Mm.
Wow.
16 years. Yep. Started in 2006. I got out the military, did 9 years in the army, got out the military, moved to Orlando. I was married, got divorced, and as I was going through my divorce, I tried, let me try this shit. Took
Yeah.
40 of my coworkers, first show ever did. I killed. My homeboy was like, come back next week by yourself. Don't bring your friends. Came back the next week, bombed like a motherfucker.
I was
And
like,
I've been doing it since.
killed it on this first one, but yeah. When you bring it, yeah, you usually kill it. And you
Yeah, when
think,
you bring your friends
Hey.
will laugh at everything. Every time I used to run an open mic, and the comedian that brought the most people, I'm like, oh, he's gonna be terrible. I know he's gonna be terrible. His friends wouldn't even laugh. You know you bad when you bring all these people and your friends don't laugh.
They don't
But the
laugh.
next day they be like, we so proud of you. You did it. Nah,
Yeah.
he ain't do shit.
yeah.
Yeah, your friends in the audience just cringing, like, oh
Yeah,
my
like,
God,
ugh.
so
Yeah.
I took off work for this. I could have been working the shift tonight, yo.
Well, you said, and I've been meaning to ask you about this. You were in the army, you've talked about it on stage many
You
times.
see it, baby. You see it.
Yeah.
I
See?
was like,
Yeah.
this nigga hung this up on purpose.
He did
like
this on purpose.
He did
But
that on
I've
No,
always had a question.
that's always been behind. I have my own radio show as well, and on the radio, that's my background.
Mm.
That's always right there.
We
No
gonna
matter what
circle back
podcast.
around to your radio show a
Okay.
little bit, but what were you asking, Terry? Sorry.
Oh, I was just saying, like, I've always been curious because you said you're 9 years in the army. But normally, at least in my experience, if somebody spends 9 years, they go all the way for their 20 to get their pension, or they get out right at the 4. But you took your own direction with that.
Yeah, well, what happened was my last 5 years, I actually worked in the White House. That's why I keep telling y'all Illuminati ain't real. I worked for Clinton for 1 year and Bush for 4 years. Got to go to 42 states, 9 countries, traveling with the president, doing presidential communications. When I was time for me to re-enlist, because I was gonna do 20, they wanted to send me to Korea. And I'm like, bro, I've been wearing a suit and tie working in the White House for 5 years. You want to put me back in the field? Man, fuck y'all, I'm going home. And I got out and I came home. Yep, that's it. I wasn't going back to a field unit, bro. I'm traveling with the president, Air Force One, 5-star hotels, eating good money. I was living in Washington, D.C. And you want me to go to Korea? Man, y'all fuckers crazy, man.
Now, South Korea, from what I hear, is a very nice country.
Not compared to DC and suits and ties and working in the White House. You'll take the White House or South Korea in the wintertime. They cold. Like Korea go to the negatives. Like, I don't want that type of weather. I like season changes.
But DC's too cold for me anyway.
Nah, DC wasn't that bad. But I loved it. Yeah, I love the military. I still love it. I love everything about it.
Start then in comedy in Orlando, because you said
I started in Orlando. Yeah, I tried comedy when I was 19, when I was stationed in Fort Huachuca, Arizona. I got on stage, and Terry, you know, this is a bad thing to do, and I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Everybody know. I got on stage. I had wrote some jokes. I was bombing, and it didn't work, and I ended up doing Chris Tucker's Def Comedy Jam set, because that's the set I used to do in the mess hall all the time. I ended up doing Chris Tucker's Def Comedy Jam set, and all my friends laughed, and I said, I ain't never doing this again. And I didn't do comedy again for like 10 years.
Oh, okay.
I gotcha. But I think that's forgivable in that situation when you're, you just, it's your one shot, and then, or you just, it's your first time. When people first starting out, I give them a big wide berth, you're just trying to figure it out. But if you're 6 months, a year in, and you're still using other people's jokes, I'm gonna say something.
Yeah.
That's just some people. Like, some people do. I've learned this is that some people do get into comedy to and then like just maybe they're actors, but they get into comedy to like test out their acting chops, and then they do other people's jokes. You know, I didn't know.
Nah, not me. I always wanted to be a comedian. When I was 18, when I graduated high school, I was moving to New York to do stand up. And my mama said, "No, you're not. You're going to the army." And I said, "Yes, ma'am."
Oh,
She said, "This comedy will never work." And then I started making it as a comic. And my mom was like, "Boy, I always knew it. I knew you was funny." I tell
They
everybody,
flip pretty quick.
Kenneth, funny.
Yeah.
'Cause my family calls me Kenneth. Like Kenneth's funny. He's so funny. I'm like, "Sure, mama. Yeah, we got that."
We have very opposite mamas because after 9/11, I said, I'm gonna join. I'm going to join. And she started crying and she said, I will never forgive you if you join the military.
Mm.
Wow.
Real.
Do you know I was actually stationed in DC at 9/11?
Yeah.
I was in DC for 9/11 and the DC sniper.
Hopefully not
Oh,
the
DC
Pentagon.
sniper though.
No, I was
The
I
one,
lived, I
black.
lived 10 miles from the Pentagon.
Crazy.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
you probably heard it then. You probably heard that.
Dude, this is a true story. I just had surgery, so I was on 10 days of leave. So I got up every morning. I would get up and dial. This how I dial into the internet. So I dialed into the internet, and at the time, I was married to my first wife, and I asked. I says, "Hey, a plane. Where's the World Trade Center?" That's how high I was on medicine. I was like, "A plane just hit the World Trade Center." She's like, "What?" And as soon as we cut the news on, the second plane hit. So then I go into military mode. So now I'm paging my sergeant, like, "Do I need to come in?" Mind you, my face is bandaged up because I just had surgery. He's like, "No, everything's locked down. You can't even get into DC." And so, yeah, and that changed everything for military, because you used to just ride on the military. Remember back in the day, you could walk somebody to the gate. You can't even walk somebody to the gate of a plane no more. You know, like everything changed. But dude, I was there doing the DC sniper, brother. We was getting gas. We would put the gas and then get back in the car. Like you would be running out the grocery store. Like bro, I was in DC doing some times, bro.
That's intense. All right,
Intense.
let's circle back to
Yeah, I
comedy.
remember the DC sniper thing. Just had everybody looking over their shoulders because they were just picking off random people for
And
no
that
reason.
But you know what it was for. You know why he was doing it.
Forget. I know it was a black man and his son.
Yeah, his plan was to shoot random people, then eventually shoot his ex-wife so he can get custody of his kids.
Yeah. But then that way it doesn't trace back to him.
Yeah.
He killed all the other extra people.
And then his plan was to kill his ex-wife so he can get his kids back.
Psychopathic. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, you mean the guy who murdered a bunch of people just at random with his own kid? You mean maybe he's not right upstairs? You're saying maybe he might be broken?
So
and you know what else he did?
What?
Stole from Walmart.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stop circling back.
He was known
Stop
for
it. With your callbacks. Okay. Ken, what's your favorite venue to perform at in Florida?
In Florida, I'm biased because I'm always gonna say the Orlando Improv because it's my home club, so it's always been Orlando Improv. But I would tell you this: the club is closed now.
You can't say the improv.
You can't say the improvs. We're not looking for A rooms. That's what everybody would say.
Oh, A room, but just not the improv.
Yeah.
Okay, well, because I was gonna say the Fort Lauderdale Improv, which is closed now.
Yeah, the one at Hard Rock. Yeah.
Yeah, which it was my all-time favorite comedy club in the United States of America.
Wow.
It was
the first one I ever really performed at. I went to the Buddha and then to the Hard Rock.
How did you do?
Terrible. Like I got maybe
I've never seen anybody bomb in that room. I felt like because the ceiling was low, everybody was packed in there. Oh man, some of my best shows were in that room.
Oh no, I had great shows in that room. I had a lot of fun in that room. But the first time, I just hadn't honed anything.
Oh, yet. Okay. Yeah, that's probably my favorite.
Thoughts. Nothing was worked on. It was just,
But if you want to say independent, if you say independent clubs, I would give Side Splitters in Tampa.
Side Splitters
would be my. If you want to do independent clubs,
I gotta get out there. So where have you traveled, and what are your favorite clubs when you travel?
Another funny bone, Columbus, Ohio, is probably my second favorite comedy club. But I've done the Carolinas, Georgia, Ohio, New York, Cali. I bomb in LA. I don't know what it is about LA. Every time I do New York, I murder. LA, Every time I've done Last Comic Standing audition, I did American Black Film Festival. Every time I'm in LA, bro, I have worse sets. I don't know. I don't know. They just don't feel my comedy, don't understand it. I
You
just do
think
not
it's
do
like,
good in
is
LA.
that a thing? Like, I guess it's just a regional thing. Like these people laugh at this, and these people laugh, and
It
then
it 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 could be, but I kill in all other 49 states. It's
yeah.
just LA. I don't know. I've had bad sets every time I've done that city. But anywhere else I go, man, I've traveled all over, man. I just bought a new car 2 years ago, and I've already put like 90,000 miles on it.
Oh, you like to drive. You like
Yeah,
traveling.
yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, I'm getting in the car. I did DC. I drove to DC, did a weekend, and then drove back. I just drove to Tunica, Mississippi, which is 30 miles from your home, your
That's right.
hood.
That's right.
Yeah, so yeah, a bunch of Memphis people was there. I thought I was gonna get robbed one night. Yeah,
Probably would.
bro. This
Because
true story.
I was actually going to start a comedy club in Memphis. So I went to go work for Renee at the Improv, so I could learn how to do it. And then I was going to move back to Memphis and open a comedy club. That's how I ended up working for her. I mean, she didn't know that, but you know, but
You should do that now.
the reason why I didn't end up doing that was because I later found out while I was working there that Memphis had two comedy clubs, and both of them got shot up so many times that they just had to close them. And they said,
Yeah.
"All right, everybody go to
Oh,
Tunica for your
my
comedy
God.
shows now."
Bro, this is
Yeah.
crazy. I'm at Tunica. I can say the N word in here, right? Because I'm black.
You said it a couple of times. Go ahead. Yes.
All right, so I'm in the
Not with the
outside.
hard R. I don't care if you're black. Go ahead.
Okay, you getting the A. So I'm outside taking a picture of the hotel in the marquee because the Bonkers sign is coming up. And I hear somebody say, hey, little nigga. Hey. I was like, yes. Hey, you the comedian? I said, yeah, hey, my little nigga. We came all the way down from Memphis to see you, little nigga. You better be funny, yo. And his girl get out of the car. She was like, oh, that's little Steve Harvey right there. We see you, little nigga. And I was like, okay.
And
I was
when they said you better be funny, they meant it. All right.
Bro,
Yes.
it was the weirdest. I'm sitting there like, that's okay. Like, but you already bought the tickets. Like, who the fuck buys tickets and say you better be funny? You bought the tickets. Like, what were you?
I feel it because
Well, why are you being so aggressive towards me? Don't you
They just
want
wanna
me?
let
Do
you-
you want me to be funny or
they just want to
scared?
let you know. They just want to let you know. I spent this money now. If you don't put on a good show, I feel like you stole from me, and we're gonna have a problem.
So-
Well, that's their fault. They shouldn't have came. You spent that money.
This
I'm
is
not
on you.
saying
You
it's
should have done
right.
Research.
I'm not agreeing with it. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying that's where it's coming from.
Okay.
Hey, I have said that for years. Do your research. I opened for Paul Mooney one time, and this lady
Oh,
was about
nice.
to fight Paul Mooney. She says, "Oh my God, I can't believe how racist he is." I said, "Baby, that's Paul Mooney."
That's his
I said,
whole
what-
deal.
I said, "What?" She said she saw him on Chappelle's show, and he wasn't that bad. I went back and looked. I said he was even bad on Chappelle's show.
What you talking about? If you
The
can't.
motherfucking name was Negro Damas on Chappelle's
Yeah,
show.
no, that's his whole shtick.
I don't know.
Bruh. Yeah, you
Expect-
gotta go watch. You
and
gotta go
it's
check a
all-
comedian out before you spend $25 for a ticket, lady.
She was a white person, of course.
She was black, and she was mad because he was calling Oprah Winfrey and Halle Berry bitches, and he was like, "I don't like the way she talk about our black queens like that." I said, "Ma'am, that's him." She was like,
that's
but she was
going
like,
to
"But you
see
not
George
like that." I said,
Carlin.
"I'm not him."
It's like going to see George Carlin and be like, "Oh, I didn't know he was going to curse so much." Well, that's what he does.
Yeah.
That's crazy. All right, so tell me, what has been your favorite moment since you've become a comedian?
Two things. Seeing my little brother Preacher Lawson do well on AGT. Because
That's
that
great.
was somebody who I got to have a hand in, helping me to get better, taking them on the road. So that was a great moment for me. And winning Steve Harvey. When I won the Steve Harvey thing, I got into the competition last minute. A comedian told me about it. So I signed up for it. I got picked, and we had to keep getting people to vote for it. And so, the day that I won, I was actually in Albany, New York at the Albany Funny Bone. I had just landed. I had a brand new phone, so I didn't have all my alerts and stuff working yet. So I'm in Best Buy, and a comedian named Akeem Woods called me and says, "Hey, man," actually he says, "Hey, nigga, you won." And I said, won what? He said, you won the Steve Harvey. I said, how you know? He says, bro, everybody posting it everywhere. Because they didn't even call and tell me. Steve Harvey just tagged me in the post. So
my
I don't
God.
see
told you.
Oh my
nobody
God.
told me. Like nobody told me, bro.
That on.
So I'm in Best Buy and I'm telling everybody in Best Buy, like I won the Steve Harvey competition. They were like, all right, man, do you want to buy this laptop or what? Like, what do you want?
He's like, no, I'm gonna steal it. That's why I'm here.
Yeah. I was about to steal it, but since I won Steve Harvey, I got a little money now. So next person I called was my wife, my wife now. I says, hey, I won. She was like, won what? I said, Steve Harvey. She's crying. I'm crying. I called my mama. I said, Mama, I won the Steve Harvey thing. She says, oh my God, my baby can buy me a house now. I said, Mom, Mom, I want $1,000. Well, send me $500. I said, yes, ma'am. And I went and told the club booker because they was looking for me because it was time for me to get on stage. And I was like, dude, I just won the Steve Harvey thing. And they was like, dope. It's time, motherfucker, go on stage. I get on stage. Dude, Terry, I don't remember anything I did for 25 minutes. I was featuring. I don't remember a thing. All I know is at the end of that set, I was like, hey, man, I don't know what I just did up here because I'm still teary-eyed. I said, but I just won the Steve Harvey stand-up competition. I get to go to LA to sign with a talent agent and meet Steve Harvey. And I got a standing ovation. And none of it happened. I never met Steve Harvey. Never got to go to LA. Fucking COVID. COVID fucked my whole life up, bro. COVID messed it all up. Yeah. But that was probably my favorite moment in comedy.
Inspirational reels on TikTok, Mr. Harvey. You know?
Yeah. But I'm not upsetting him. I'm not upsetting him.
We need
Say it again, sis.
We have to circle back around and that's
hashtag make it up, Steve. All right, make it up. Time to make something up.
Nah, dude. It's been 3 years now. It's past, man. I'm on to better things, brother. I'm not. People are more upset than I am. I'm like, no. I said, Steve gave me a great opportunity. I got a lot of followers from it. I got booked from it. Like some places I go to, if Steve Harvey is in my bio, people buy tickets for the fact that Steve Harvey's in my bio and they watch the video.
People that almost shot you that one night.
It's like
the motherfucker that almost shot me was like, yo, if I did, they didn't know I knew Steve Harvey, I probably would have got capped on.
Yeah, maybe. It's definitely impossible.
If they knew that you had not met Steve Harvey yet.
So shout out to Steve Harvey, man. I love you, brother. I appreciate what you did for me. It don't matter if I got the LA thing or not, brother. Thank you, man. Appreciate you.
That's a great way to look at it.
But that's why we're mad. We're mad because you're not mad enough. That's why.
But I should be mad on your behalf.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So what have you found to be the biggest challenges doing comedy?
So right now, for an old ass motherfucker like me, it's social media. That clubs are. It's not the old. Like Terry, how long you been doing comedy now?
11 years.
So it's not the old day where if you had a TV, you got on the late night, you were a star. You know what I mean? That was the 80s, 90s. You were late night, Def Jam, you were a star. Now it's how many followers you got, how many people can you. It's a business, you know, and that's what I've been trying to teach young comics who get upset about not getting booked or getting bumped. It's a business. If you can't put asses in the seats. No, it matter about you. You can be the funniest motherfucker on the planet. If you cannot sell tickets, it's a business. And I'm trying to teach comics to understand that. But as an old motherfucker trying to navigate through social media and get followings, I understand the frustration. But that's where we're at now. People are on their phone. People don't watch TV like that now. People are on their phone.
TikTok celebrity come down and sell out one of the improvs or something. Yeah, they'll book them, four weekends a year if they can sell all the tickets.
They can sell tickets.
And they can.
They ain't ever written a joke in their whole life. But still.
The thing is, they can do that. And you're right, it is a business. And I gotta say, I don't know if y'all have ever tried to put the energy into crafting your social media to like build those numbers, and it's fucking work. So
it's work.
I got a job.
So I gotta give them props. I give those guys props.
I don't have time to I want the time to do it, but I almost need to fucking hire a social media manager just for my comedy alone. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so much work to do the podcasting and clip that up, and also do all your record everything, clip those up and post those, and make content on TikTok, you should be posting probably 10 times a day. I started with the TikTok and I was growing a little following, and it's just exhausting.
Yeah, it
it's like-
is. It really
It's a
is.
job. If you really want to do it and you want to be internet famous,
It's literally producing,
It's
but
a
in a
joke.
different way, you know?
it's a full-time job.
Yeah,
And
so I don't want to like, but it is not joke writing. It's not that.
I disagree. I reason I disagree is because what they're doing, they're writing material to. It's not on stage.
It's not
It's in a
stand-up
skit
material.
format. It's not
Yeah.
stand up. Okay, it's not stand up. But I would say it has some form of comedy.
Yeah,
It's not stand up comedy.
Sometimes it's got nothing to do with comedy. I saw a makeup chick sell out the Palm Beach International or the Palm Beach Improv.
Now that's crazy.
It is crazy.
That is crazy. That is crazy.
Reality.
That's crazy.
Reality stars. But what's like, I had my first opportunity at the Improv this year, like last month or like 2 months ago, and it was for a reality star, and I couldn't find any comedy clips. It was a drag queen that was on RuPaul's Drag Race, Monet Exchange. And
Okay.
I was like, oh, she doesn't have a lot of comedy, so I wasn't expecting her to be funny, but she was fucking funny.
But
Now, how long you been doing comedy?
That's the
Me?
thing that stand-up
Yeah.
is becoming. Stand-up is becoming the safety valve for other influencers, other genres.
Yeah. Yeah.
You used to be an actor? Well, just go do some stand-up. Or Steve-O is a great example. Look, he was one of the first that did that. He was famous for all his jackass stuff. That started to fade, that started to go away. Then he got sober and he's like, oh, I'll just do stand-up now. And that's
So it's not just like the social media, but it's like people
So
with- it's
yeah.
even just people with a bunch of followers being like the competition.
You know who Big Baby Glenn Davis is? Played for the Celtics.
Mm-mm.
He's a comic now. He has a night coming up at the Improv.
exactly. The Mike Tyson was doing stand-up for a little while, and then T.I. did something.
T.I. still doing stand up. I'll go see Mike Tyson. I will pay that. I'll go see Mike Tyson do stand up. I would actually pay money to see
From
that.
what I hear, his was more like a one-man show, but it's not the point. Don't you find it a little insulting that something you were so passionate about for so long, and that's all you wanted, but somebody else is just, oh, whatever, it's a backup thing. And then they come in and be successful with it just because, again, of the following.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of a slap in the face.
Yeah, for me, it isn't, because I can't worry about how another motherfucker eating. You know what I'm saying? All I can worry about is trying to get Ken Miller to get a night at the Improv. Matter of
Good
fact,
way to
December
think of it.
22nd, 23rd, Orlando Improv. I'm headlining my first ever weekend, son.
You get
Come,
ahead of
bring your
Before
ass
we do
out.
that, Ken, I want to know like about you. Do you have a day job or are you full-time comic?
I just got laid off. I got laid off on my 18-year anniversary.
I
on
saw
the
that on
day.
Facebook. That's
on the day, son. They said, man, get your ass up out of here.
Where were you working?
I worked for Nextel / Sprint / T-Mobile. It was Nextel, then Sprint bought Nextel, then T-Mobile bought Sprint. And but I wasn't. I was cool with it because I felt like it was the push I needed to go do comedy full time. Because I was comfortable, because I had a day job that did pay me well. I was remote, so I could take my job on the road with me. So I never had to use PTO. So
Did they
it was
have a 20-year
it was good.
pension? Is that why
Nah,
they got you out?
Nah, they gave me a severance package. The 20-year pension, it was for the people who were over 20. It was trash.
Oh,
So a lot of them people just either took the severance package. They didn't take the early retirement. They took the severance package and we went and found another job. I was like, I'm gonna do comedy.
nice.
So
It
yeah,
works
but 18
out.
years, man.
I
Yeah,
also
it's
used to
so
work
far.
I also used
So-
to work for
It's
T-Mobile.
like a whole kid that you raised through college. I mean, high school.
Yeah,
You know who else? Ron Hortman worked at T-Mobile.
but I worked at T-Mobile when it was VoiceStream, before T-Mobile bought them.
Damn, bro, that was like 88.
No, that wasn't 88. I was 18. That would have been 99.
All right. Oh, lad.
All right. So where are you from originally? Because I know you said you were in the military. You landed in Orlando.
Greensboro, North Carolina, big Tar Heel fan. Born and raised in North Carolina. Graduated high school in North Carolina. Anybody knows me know I'm diehard Tar Heel. Now that is a team I might kill somebody for.
College,
Yo,
huh?
wait, you let this motherfucker smoke in the house?
I guess so.
Can you stop me?
I can't, but damn, I can't smoke. I smoke cigars. I can't smoke, and I got to smoke outside in the
Well,
parking lot.
Fine.
Well, I'm next to the
Shut,
door.
be
right.
quiet. Don't tell too many secrets to my household.
Okay.
Anyway, so
Too many secrets.
it's how people be attacking you. You tell them like I was just thinking this. I was like, oh my God, my whole household, they can see entry points and shit like that. But
It
anyway,
ain't worth attack.
you're right.
Ain't nobody gonna try to go to jail for you.
You're right.
Yeah. You ain't got no lights on your Christmas tree, so they ain't gonna mess with you.
Yeah.
I don't.
I just thought they were off. I didn't even. She really doesn't.
I've been meaning to get some, but
It's too late now.
Yeah, no. When I took my lights, I moved and stuff. I took my lights out, and they were like not working. So I was like,
It's like
They was working like them lights on Stranger Things. That's how your lights
I
is
don't know,
working.
I
They
don't
just
know.
break.
all right. So
it's too late now. My girl was just 2 days ago. She was like, "Are we gonna get a Christmas tree?" I'm like, "Not now. If you would have said
Yeah,
that
I just
weeks
put-
ago."
I just put the Christmas quilt on in my guest room. So like, anyway, do you have any other projects? You said you have a show.
Yeah, I have a radio show called Real Laughs on 104.1 in Orlando, or you can go to iHeartMedia, search Real Laughs. It's me, a comedian named, we balling. It's me, a comedian, James John, Miguel Colon Jr., and the lawyer named Jeff Kaufman. Mike Hurley, he used to be on the show with us, but Hurley, he just left the show. So it's the four of us now.
How fun. That's great.
Yeah. No, it's fun. Well, we have a good time. It's just comedians. We have topics. But if you ever been in a room with comedians, we have topics, and then we end up going on and off on some shit that we wasn't even. And then at the end of the show, I said, "Well, I guess we can use these tomorrow," because we didn't talk about shit.
You mean kind of what we've done for the last hour?
No,
right
yeah.
now? Like
Wait,
we had topics.
You missing a woman to keep you on track, because I will keep us on track. You see how I'm like,
but for us,
The
it's
Illuminati,
fun,
the Illuminati ain't on this this list, and we made it like a good 5 minutes on the Illuminati.
I let y'all. I let y'all talk.
Oh, is that what it is? She lets us
This
talk.
is the Blame Girl podcast with Terry Wayne. And our featuring can, okay, I let y'all talk about the Illuminati because I wanted to talk about it too.
Sure.
So, anyway, so we can catch you on iHeartMedia
104.1 FM in Orlando, or you can search or go to iHeart and search Real Laughs. And
At
if you
what
and
time?
I always say iHeart, the iHeart app, Real Laughs is the name
What
of the
time
show.
of day or
The show is Monday through Thursday, 9 p.m. to 10 p.m.
okay.
Yeah,
All
yeah. Well, and we always say if you want to see these beautiful ass faces, you can also go to YouTube. I uploaded all the shows we have on YouTube. You search Real Laughs Radio.
Real
Nice.
Laughs Radio.
Real
You gotta
Laughs.
check that out and follow them.
Yeah, I'll have to subscribe to that.
All right. When is your next show coming up? When can
Woo! Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. This Thursday and Friday, I'm at the Orlando Improv. It is my first ever headlining weekend at my home club. And you know, Terry, you know how hard it is to get a weekend at the Improv as a local.
Headline?
So
not only that, that's a huge. That's got to feel great to you that it's your home club. You're getting your first weekend there. Like just the fact that you really cut your teeth there, and now you're on the marquee for the weekend.
Yeah, dude, I went up there this morning, took a picture.
From the bottom, now you're here. Right?
Yeah, I'm him. I went up there this morning, took a picture and a video of my marquee thing this morning. And I live 35
I would have
minutes
been
from
mad
the
if you
Improv.
didn't.
That's big.
I would have been mad if you didn't.
Congratulations, Ken.
Thank you.
All right, so I didn't switch that up.
You didn't. It's okay though.
You got one?
What? Do I got one? What?
A blame game for him.
No, but I already did my blame game. Why'd you get out of the army after 9 years? That was my blame game.
We'll accept it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Right.
We're overtime anyway.
Okay, that's true. All right, I guess that brings us to Terry Wayne's words for white people.
Nice and simple this week. We're not going to do anything too heavy. You know why? Because it's the holidays. It's the first night of Hanukkah. So, happy Hanukkah to all of our Jewish followers there. And then basically, I just want to say, everybody just be nice. Okay. We're off next week. We'll be back on January 2nd with Danny. I always say it wrong. Danny Benevente. Danny Cream City is what I know him as.
He's a Miami comedian.
Who just so happened to be our bartender one of our bartenders on Saturday night, just randomly. So we'll be back on January 2nd with him. Until then, just be nice. All right. We've all agreed that these last 2 weeks of the year, we're just nice to everybody. Just be a little bit nicer to each other, drive a little bit better, have a little bit more patience. If you're liberal, stop screaming about how somebody said Merry Christmas instead of Happy Holidays. And if you're conservative, stop yelling about the fact that, Starbucks changed their cups or whatever, or it's a war on Christmas. Just, you're ruining it. You're ruining it. You're ruining it. Okay. We can fight the rest of the year. Just be a little bit nicer to everybody for 2 weeks. Can we just do that a little bit nicer? Turkey tits. Can we just have a good fucking time and save the politics? Just like I said last week, just save the politics for this one time a year where we can all celebrate something, regardless of what it is. I don't care if you're an atheist. You can celebrate the winter solstice, whatever. And let's all just be nice. That's it. And then I'll be back on January 2nd to tell you what you're wrong about. But until then, let's just be nice for right now.
Terry.
And when I'm the guy that has to tell you to be nice, you've done something very wrong.
Terry, why don't you just say it to my face, bitch? I'm right here. Look me in my eye and say it.
Be nice. Be nice. Be nice to Ken. Be nice to me. Be
I've
nice to
been very
Oreo
nice.
and wash that fucking dog. Yeah.
Y'all are making
He don't want to stink.
Terry.
He don't want to stink.
All right. I just have never mind.
What? Go ahead.
I have a weak sense of smell. So I didn't know he stank. I'm sorry.
Sure. Well,
Hopefully I don't stink.
that's what real friends are for.
Hopefully
Let you know when you fucking up.
Harry, you got something coming up?
I do. I have Christmas coming up. It's on Sunday. Everybody have a Merry Christmas and a Happy Hanukkah tonight. And I don't know who celebrates Kwanzaa, but good for you too. All 6 of you.
And New Year's, because we won't be back.
Oh yeah, we won't. Happy New Year to everybody.
So
Hope it's been a good one. I'm glad that Ken was our last guest for the year. I feel like he totally deserves it. He's a very, very funny guy.
Thank you.
Been working very hard for a very long time. So go out and see him at the Orlando Improv.
Definitely, if you are out there, get out and see him. I will try to share that you're out there, because I know some people out there. But I will be in Delray at the Doghouse Theater on Friday at 8 or 9 p.m. But y'all probably follow me and you'll see it.
Just
So-
Friday, right? Nothing on Saturday?
No, nothing
No,
on
that's
Saturday.
Christmas Eve. You
Not
stay
yet.
home.
Not yet.
That's right. You stay home, you watch It's a Wonderful
Tell me
Life,
what to do.
and you be nicer to your dog. That's what you do.
All right. Y'all have a
What-
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
And a happy Kwanzaa.
Stay there. All right. Always.
All right. We'll see you January 2nd.
Hold on. We're not off the hook yet.